Hello everyone, this is Darwell20 and welcome to episode 86 of Modern Skyblock 3, where today we are continuing to make lots of expensive things. Right now, I'm focused on ramping up rather rapidly our production of materials, because I've gotten to the point where I've taught my system over here how to make all the stuff we need for our Reborn Tech fusion reactor thingy. So if we take a look here, we've got our fusion coil. For 25 of these, we need a bit more diamonds, which shouldn't be too much of a problem because we have some, I just haven't started processing them yet. A little bit more copper, we need about 251 more. A lot more tin. A little bit more osmium. And some more beryllium cells. But aside from that, we're pretty darn close to having everything we need. That said, because we need so many more resources, I decided to speed this thing up a little bit. So I upgraded this guy to a refined obsidian casing, which blows my efficiency way up. And I looked at making the speed a little bit faster, but I haven't had any luck. Speed's actually pretty capped out right now. And the reason for that is that I can't get this liquid to place fast enough. We've got fluid placers here, and I turned, I set this up real quick off camera. So apparently I was looking for ways to get more crystal fluid, and you can melt it in a magma crucible. So these 3 crucibles were too slow around a fluid dropper to make this thing go any faster than it already was. I decided to go with the magma crucible route, and that's doing pretty good, especially since I threw a bunch of speed upgrades in there, and it melts that stuff super quick, which is great. So I'm making more alchemical glass because that's the good stuff that we need to get those. I'm gonna just throw them in here. I hope that should be cool, and you should fill that slot up, and that's it. Good. So you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And how are you for tertiary alchemical ore dust? You could use a little bit more of the stuff. I might. Do I have more tertius? I do. So you know what I'll do is I'll put you guys back here and you can have this tertius. How's that sound? Not too bad. And you guys are slower, obviously, but it's going well. It's going well. So that's good. I don't know if there's any faster way to get that liquid placed there. Just trying to think of like what fluid placers exist in this pack. It looks like there's, you know, formation planes and stuff for fluids, but I don't think I want to go that route. Fluid allocator stores and transfers fluids. I don't know if that puts it into the world though. Probably no faster than what we're already doing, right? Fluid crafter, fluid dictionary converter, fluid pump, tree fluid extractor. I think we're doing the best we can. Actually, Addition's fluid places are pretty darn good. I think it's actually doing okay. But we're waiting for a lot of our copper to complete, and then we'll start getting more tin. Diamonds. We're doing okay. We've got about a stack of diamond ore, which should be enough for now. But I'd really like to ramp up diamond production, which was part of what... can you be pulverized in diamonds? Okay. Are you guys like taking a break from washing? I never really like fully automated this bad boy, and probably should do some kind of smooth stone exporter, like an exporter with smooth stone. But for now, we can just put these things away. And there's my old osmium casing. There's my diamond ores that I've collected through different means. Shouldn't you be a bauble, buddy? Thought I had you on a bobble slot at some point, but meh, it's all good. So stone. This will at least start us washing again. Cool, and then you guys can go in there. You can go back to that spot. So the way I've been doing it, and I keep looking to see if there's like a better way to get diamonds out of diamond ore. Ultimately, you know, there's nothing too crazy that's good. What I've been doing has been a little bit of a manual process, which kind of sucks. I hate when that has to be manual like that. But you can be enriched into 2. you can come out of there. Not going to do anything with Dawnstone. Chickens can obviously lay them, which we're going to probably get into, because diamonds are something that I'm a little bit low on, typically. You only get 1 and maybe some dust out of it. This is the one that gets you 4. That's like the far and away winner, so that's cool. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that's opened up. I don't think we can use Alkahestry yet, because in order to get this, we need this guy, which needs advanced resources still. So I think for now, we are still at a point where this guy is our best bet. We just need our wand from Astral. Resonating wand, right? Isn't that the one we need? And I don't know if there's like an automated way to do this, but can I do like a user? Mechanical user? Can you whack the thing with the wand for me? Would that be... Hey, Enderman, beat it! I'm having a conversation here. Use item on block. Upper left slot, always use it. If I did this... We're going to need more liquid starlight at some point. Activate block with item? Use item. Usually it's one of those two. Activate block or use item on block. So the fact that neither of those are working tells me that I probably can automate this the way I'm hoping I can. So basically I have to do that. I'm thinking like... It's probably a case of, well, can I at least like hopper it? Can I hopper you onto here? So here's 2 questions. One, and the answer is a resounding doesn't look like it. How do I automate you? You're so good, but you're so manual, and I hate it. Oh, because if a hopper don't work, no, usually like, can you get item ducks going? And at some point we'll have chickens making this for us, so it's not worth going too crazy over, but that's no fun, right? But anyway, well, this will get me like 4 stacks of diamonds, which will be a nice, you know, to go. So let's do that. Let's do you. How are you? 5.8 buckets. So we're probably going to need a little bit more liquid starlight before this is done. But we'll come back in a few minutes. We'll take care of the stuff and the things, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys? So we're back once I've got this done, and we're waiting on a lot more tin. I'm assuming copper is still coming in, 1249. Yeah, so the fact that we have more copper coming in still means it's processing that copper. Because I bumped up the efficiency, we get even more copper per dust right now. And boy, did we get a lot of copper per dust before, so now we're going to really get it. All right, guys, back in a minute. All right, so we are at the point where we need 72 more beryllium cells. So 72 more beryllium cells would be 74 times 16, right? Because it's 16 per. So that is another 1152. So let's just call it an even 1200. Well, let's just do the 1152 and then we'll see what happens. So that requires 576 more ender pearls, which that's cool. Like, we'll see what happens, right? So we should be cool. So we'll let that start cooking. And we're also going to need more empty cells. So let's get, like, you know, many stacks of those. So that's good, at least. Well, there's a little bit of ender pearl dust left in there. So it was empty cells that we had ran out of initially. So, well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Ender pearl dust. And I did realize a derp that I made last episode. I didn't realize, but the fusion dude, we don't need as much glowstone as I thought. Because the fusion coils, the superconductors, it's 60k helium cells, but you get 4 superconductors per craft, not 1. So we needed about a quarter as much glowstone as I thought we did. So I real quick at the end of last episode, I noticed it like right as I wrapped up. So I took about 3/4 of glowstone out, and it looked like we did all right. So we have 680 extra glowstone, but we'll live, right? So that's cool. So you, sir, are good to go, as are you. In fact, I'm going to put your empty cells over here because you just need as many as you can get, don't you? And then the ender pearl, you've got a little bit more to go. So I'll just finish this cooking and all the other stuff. We're still waiting on tin, and I have to throw osmium into the mix too. So let's throw a few more osmium ingots in. And hopefully we are cool with what we got. Do I have more osmium? I assumed that I did. Yeah, there's some. Let's just throw all 5 in. Why not? It goes into the hopper, and it'll process once all that tin's done. And I'm processing a lot of tin, to be fair. All right, so back in a minute, or 20. So I'm like grinding up all the tin I got. It's gonna be a while that we cook that stuff, so let's maybe switch back to chickens so we have something to do while we're waiting. Does that sound reasonable? I haven't even looked at what the fusion control computer is about, and I'm afraid to. So we're gonna go back to chickens for a few minutes if we can. Basic chickens! With a chemical reactor, you're able to make the most basic resource chickens. Hooray! So we need the basic resource chickens, which is log, sand, flint, and nether quartz. All right, so that seems cool. So chicken, the basic ones, which is log. Can I do like this? Yeah, log chicken. All right, so a stack of any kind of wood in a chemical reactor with a regular chicken. So do we have like regular chicken? Can I do it with smart chickens? I don't know. Wood. Which one of these was the chemical reactor? Is it that? That's the implosion compressor. That's the industrial centrifuge. Chemical reactor. There you are. So you and you by chance? Nope. Needs to be an actual proper chicken. But you know what we can do is we can get a bunch of eggs. We can throw them around, and we can do the chickeny thing. Right? So chicken, this thing, right? Because they don't have to be fully grown to turn into items, right? Come here, you. There you are. Woot. Where'd that other one go? Yeah, that's what I like most about this mod, is they don't have to be fully grown. Did I get them all? Nope, there's one hiding. Sweet. Alright, so that should be enough to get what we gotta get, right? So you, sir, give me one of these, and that's gonna work. Look at it go. Beautifully. Takes a bit of power, but it's going fast enough, and I'm not even gonna bother hooking up more power to it. Right? Am I? Am I gonna bother hooking up more power to it? I might. I might bother hooking up more power to it just because, you know. Alright, cool. So now, chicken... nether quartz, which I presume is just a stack of nether quartz, correct? I have 63 nether quartz, but that's alright, I have nether quartz ore from my doohickey here. So Mr. Sagmill is going to come to my defense. Nice, enough to get me going. Go back to taking care of that stuff, would you? I was going to be really annoyed if I had to do something crazy to get like one piece of ore. But you and you? Now you should have plenty of power. And that should be cool. Alright, nice. Sand and flint. Am I guessing correctly that it is a stack of sand? Yeah, alright, so let's just do this. A stack of sand and a stack of flint. Because we're going to go ahead and assume that we know what we're about to get into. Hey, what a lucky guesser. I know what I'm doing. Hooray! Quest complete. Basic chickens. All right, sweet. So if I wanted a bunch of nether quartz, right? Like, what if I got over to you and just asked for more quartz? Give me like another stack-ish of nether quartz, and then we'll talk about what might be a cool approach. Because if I got 2 nether quartz chickens, which normally, by the way, from what I understand, you'll find in the nether as part of natural world gen. Like, the other chickens will spawn as part of natural world gen, like found in the overworld, found in the nether. Yeah. So, the reason we don't get them is because, obviously, Skyblock, right? So, cool. one more processing and good to go. Nice. All right, so you guys come out, you go in, everybody's happy. Let's get another one of those, and I'm curious to see like how crazy our quartz production could be with one of these guys at like a 10-10-10 scenario. So if I took you guys and we bred you over here, does this, I mean, it's kind of slow, but it's not the end of the world slow, right? And by the way, these guys can be combined with lots of other types of chickens to make other types of things. We can get glowstone from these dudes. We can get soul sand, black quartz, glass chicken, lava chicken. Lava chickens, like what do they make? They make lava eggs. It's like a one-off bucket. Neat. That's hilarious. First time playing with the chickens mod. Okay, cool. Today we're learning about the chickens mod a little bit. So that's cool. So what's my next quest by chance? Tier 2 chickens. Do you want me to get all the chickens? Do you want me to get all the chickens? Is that what you want? Is me to get all the chickens? It doesn't look that bad, luckily. It doesn't look that bad, luckily. Because, I mean, I think unlike bees, which take a really long time to die off, and which have, like, randomness to them, string chickens, log plus ink, right? So you breeding, like, coal, snowball, string, rubber, amber, like, so, like, there's reasonable things that we can look at, right? We just may need to get we might need to get, we got all the eggs, and I threw them, and I'm not entirely sure if that was the correct approach. So, like, color egg throwing is pretty much what it says. So, like, I think I have to, like, take an egg, surround it, get the dyed egg version, throw it until I get the right kind of chicken, and then I'm cool. Pretty sure there's no way to, like, take an egg and hatch it. But, yeah, you are here now. So, like, if we do that... And like I'm just gonna throw it now. Lots of people commented that like just like the that one mod with all that stuff, like we don't have to hang on to these chickens, right? So I probably won't once I get 10-10-10s, right? I'm just curious, like once I do get 10-10-10s, how this goes. So we'll be back in a minute once I'm gonna upgrade my nether quartz chickens to 10-10-10s, and then we'll come back and we'll see how our tin's doing, and we'll see how fast we get quartz from these dudes, because apparently. In the roost, you produce nether quartz. It doesn't really say how fast it makes it at, but like again, I'm sure it's based on gain and growth and strength and all that. All right, so we've got a 10-10-10, and we've got a 9-10-10, which makes this a 10-10-10, which makes two 10-10-10s. So that's spiffy, right? So we've got a bunch of like junk nether quartz chickens now, but we've got these dudes. And also, I mean, like we already tested with like making this guy better by breeding with the other kind, right? So now what if I put... So that's not bad for one of them, right? Like that ain't terrible for a quartz production line thing, right? And that made 3 quartz out of that, so that's cool. Maybe because of his gain, or maybe. Now here's the question, right? We've got a few more of these guys coming in. Is this going to triple the speed? We're going to find out in a second. That seems faster, right? Definitely seems faster. So that's like serious nether quartz production right there. All right, I like that. I like that. That might be useful for some of the chickens to make some of the resources for us. Yeah, dudes, I am going to say that that's like a reasonably cool way to do chicken stuff. Like that's not bad. Like once you, and it doesn't take long to get those 10-10-10s, by the way. It took me about less than 5 minutes to get that. And technically, I think these can stack up to 16 inside the roost. So, like, we can have some serious resource production with chickens. Like, serious resource production. We'll have to see, but I feel like that's true. All right, fusion coil time. Are we close? We're about to find out. So we need 850 more tin ingots, which I think we all have to turn that into dust. Or maybe not. Yeah, some of it. Yeah, it has to be turned into dust. A lot of it. So we're going to have to wait for that. But we need the osmium too. Beryllium cells should be good. So you're making the last of some. So what I'm going to do is that. What I did is I took tin out and put osmium in. I'm going to like half you for now because that should be cool. Also, how are you doing, Chief? Still pretty good. Though burning through it. And then we should have the beryllium we need over here. Yep, so we have 4 more than we need because there was that stack that I didn't account for that was inside the machine already when I did my math. But, you know, that means we have enough beryllium now. So now we're literally just waiting on tin, right? Which shouldn't be too much longer, and osmium. And then officially we have the 25 of that. So out of curiosity, please don't be an awful recipe. Please, I'm begging you not to be an awful recipe. But what's the fusion control computer look like? Only 1 fusion coil. So technically, we need 26 fusion coils, right? Technically, we need 26 fusion coils. So that means we're short a little bit of wood. And 4 more beryllium, which is just a stack of ender pearl dust. Right? Should be a rather quick thing to craft. So 1 stack of you into here, which is looking pretty good. That's all the beryllium that we need for the 26 fusion dudes now. Hopefully we've gotten more wood in the time being. Yeah, I wound up just putting all my wood into my from here into the AE system because we need a lot of wood. But hopefully that's enough. So 26 is technically what we need. So a lot more tin and a little bit more osmium, which is all queued up and ready to go, and I think we'll be good. So let's continue down the chickens line. So now we need lots of chickens. So string chicken, let's just like check these out, right? So string chicken, I would love it if they said something on them like tier 1. Hey, on the tooltip it tells you how to breed them though. It's the ink chicken and the log chicken. So ink black chicken, which comes from an ink sac and an egg. So we should have eggs, right? Yep. So let's make eggs plus ink sac. So what I'm gonna do is get like a few. Oh, come on with that RNG though. Right, now in theory, I should be able to breed you with anybody and have a chance. Like if I bred you with a smart chicken, is it like you might get smart, you might get ink? Because what I'd like to see, because I'm suspecting that I can breed these with a lot of different chickens to get lots of different resources. String, black quartz, graphite chicken. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. What do you make? Graphite ingots from Nuclear Craft. Cool. Which I heard is cool, by the way, and I should check out Nuclear Craft. Because I heard that's neat. I heard Nuclear Craft is neat. What I might do, because I know we're gonna unlock Extreme Reactors soon, but I think it also unlocks Nuclear Craft. I think I'm gonna play with Nuclear Craft in this series because I've heard it's cool. That's the word on the street. Is that it's cool. Yeah. By the way, pro tip, I was testing this in a different world. But if you get the acceleration wand from RF Tools, or not enough wands. Do we not have not enough wands in here? No, we don't. That's a bummer. But if it were in the pack, which it's not, if you got the acceleration wand, you can totally accelerate wand the chicken breeder. It works. Just putting it out there. P.S. You might see that in the future on my channel. Somewhere, something. But these guys, I'm just curious if I'll get another ink chicken, right? And keeping in mind, to be fair, it doesn't, unlike bees, it doesn't use up the previous chicken in order to get the new chicken, right? So technically, I can take my log chicken. There's really no reason to be doing this right now, but we'll let it finish and see what we get because we're at 93%. But unlike bees, you don't lose this chicken over here on the left, right? It's just like, hey, we got a new smart chicken who's 10, 10, 10. Okay, cool. So if I put this guy together, you're going to start over from scratch. We just got another 10, 10, 10 smart chicken. So that's cool. And this should combine to make the string chicken. Okie dokie, Smokey. So maybe I want a couple more breeders so we could have a couple of these going at once, which shouldn't be too hard to get. Chicken breeder. Chicken breeder, right? And then what we can do is say like topaz chicken, for example, is orange and nether quartz. Ah, why are you like, what? Why are you just like all of a sudden I'm gonna be angry at Darwell for no reason? So that was orange and nether quartz? So did we get an orange chicken by chance? We got pink and light brown. So we want orange dye. Which I'm suspecting we're gonna need a little bit more of. Yay, chicken! Right? So you plus, you know, it doesn't matter what nether quartz we go with, right? Should breed together what we want. And you guys are doing your thing. Cool. And then the next one we want is a gunpowder chicken, right? Which sounds kind of cool. One of these days, guys, I'll remember. Sulfur chicken? No, gunpowder chicken, which is sand and flint. So that's easy, because we already have both of them. I think making these chicken breeders was a good idea. I'm thinking I want more. Right? So then the next one we're going to want is a rubber chicken. Rubber chicken. And that is orange and log. Okay, so I've already got orange, so we're going to wait for him to finish breeding, and then we'll breed him with log. And that's right, I need seeds. Which I don't have a ton of over here, but I should have a ton over here. So seeds, seeds. Ow! Hey, evolved Enderman. If you're so evolved, why are you attacking me for no reason? Ink black chicken. Nice, okay. So maybe it's like a % chance to get, because it's log plus black, right? Log plus ink black is string chicken. Ink black and log. Log and ink black. Do you think it matters? Do you think it matters what side they're on? I really hope it doesn't matter what side they're on. But string is black on the left, log on the right. So it's actually the right. Okay, so yeah, it's the correct. It's already the correct siding. So ink and log, right? Ink and log. Breeding chickens, roosting chickens. All right. Cool. So we will have a chance at getting a string chicken. So I'll just like kind of let all these dudes run. Are there any other chickens we could get going now? Rubber, nickel chicken, snowball chicken. Nickel chicken is bone white and cactus green. All right. Did we get either of those? I don't think we did. We got pink and light blue, right? So egg plus bone meal. Right? And then cactus green. Which, somebody cross your fingers that I'm going to get at least one of these chickens. Where are you going if not into here? Oh, cactus green dye. So these guys should breed together to get another type that I need. Right? Any luck? Any luck? Hey, we got a string chicken, so that's cool. So you guys can come out for a minute. And we got a flint chicken from this combination, so that's no good. And I'll be doing a lot of this off camera, guys. Like a lot. Like a lot. But here's going to be my, this thing. So you went out with a flint chicken, so you're gonna be like an extra flint that's just like meh. What else did I want? Gunpowder or rubber? The rubber chicken needed log and orange, that's right. And orange is currently preoccupied with the nether quartz chicken. Alright. The initial breeding is just a bit of waiting, which, you know, luckily we can do the whole, you know, off-camera thing for that. Which we will be doing in the future episodes. Like, I think a majority of this quest line will be, like, off-camera breeding and whatnot. But we're gonna see what happens. I'll probably do much of what I did before. So, hey, an orange chicken, right? So orange and log, right? Isn't that what we wanted? Orange and log equals rubber. So let's just do these guys. Cool. All right. How's our tin production coming along? Tin's at 2366. Osmium is doing its thing. So we can see the osmium number going up. Do we have enough osmium? I feel like we do. So what I'm going to do is just reset this guy. So by doing that, it clears out the backlog of osmium that it was producing. And it'll go back to making tin. And then we can get our fusion. Let's just get one of them and make the fusion computer control thingy. So you're currently making lots of things. I should probably kick off the crafting of some of this anyway. But wow, look at all the prerequisites we have to make. Wow. Wow. Thank you, auto crafting system, for existing, because that would have been a huge pain to make by hand without applied energistics, right? Can you imagine how awful that would have been? Are you, sir, as fast as you can be? Because you could probably use some speed. So you're an electrum. I don't feel like making more signalum. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Not too bad, but it is a lot of crafting. So when I kick off the 25, it's going to be rough. What I'll probably do is kick off 10 like in a minute here, but I'd like to get this fusion computer made, and then we'll probably wrap up the episode. That's the plan. I think that's a good plan, right? Let's get the fusion computer made. So we're kind of doing two quest lines at once, reborn storage and chickens. The nice thing about chickens is we can at least, unlike bees, we can kind of just leave them here and hope that we eventually get the right chicken breed, right? So like they're just going to go like, hey, there's gunpowder, yay! So you guys are good and done. That's cool. Right? Gunpowder, yay? Yay. Sand, flint. We'll just put all you guys away for the time being. Oh, you stack. You should stack. But you don't, so that's okay. And I'll take care of more chicken stuff off camera, I think. So fusion should be done. You can be used to make a fusion control computer, which needs what? Energy flow. We need 5 of them. And 2 of you. Not looking like the end of the world. I think we're progressing. Everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is cool. Yay! Fusion control computer. Woot! So if we pop back to reborn doohickey, and we look at nuclear fusion, that is complete. And now we just need the 25 fusion coils, which I'm actually proud of myself for not giving up on, because I considered it. So we've got, let's get like 12 of them. No CPUs are available. So let's get like 10 of them. No CPUs are available. Can we get like 5 of them at a time? No crafting CPUs are available. 8,000 bytes for that. What's the largest byte thingy we have? I think what I need is a 16K crafting CPU. And then you can turn into a 16K with an engineering processor. Right? And then we'll make a 16K crafting CPU so that we can at least make 5, maybe. Probably not 10 at a time, but at least 5 at a time. And then we can get 5 sets of 5, and that'll be the 25 we need. Easy peasy. I like the sound of it. So you're doing your thing, you're making all your stuff, and you're also working on that for me. And I hear the stamping happening down there. Should really look at making like the upgraded inscribers, because I think there's upgraded ones, right, that are even faster. Isn't there an upgraded inscriber? Advanced inscriber from A2 stuff. Yeah, we should look at that. Maybe at a future episode we'll take a look at those, because I remember them being like really good. Might be crazy, but I remember them being like really good. So you're taking your sweet time getting there. Did you make this thing yet? No. Logic processors, you are slow, dudes. Alright guys, so I should be able to do that and put him online. And that should not be a problem with channels. And then we should be able to do our fusion cores. Can I make 10 with that? Nope, I need 17k bytes. So 5 at a time is what I will be making between now and next episode. For now, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time. Lots of auto crafting required to get 5 of these guys, and we need a total of 25. But the plan is by next episode we will have all 25, and hopefully we will have gotten a few more chickens. Hey, look, we did get that. Lime chickens, cactus chickens, and white chickens. So I think we got that. Was lime what we were going for? I guess. Orange and logs. We're not having that much luck. But we'll just keep an eye on the chicken situation. We'll let them breed and do their thing, and maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. For now, take it easy, guys.